welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a controversial topic, the top 10 illegal dogs that are banned around the world. Stay tuned to find out which breeds made the list and why. It's a subject that brings up a lot of emotion, a lot of debate, and often a lot of misunderstanding. Let's begin. First on our list, and perhaps one of the most debated breeds, is the Pit Bull Terrier. Pit Bull isn't a single breed, but a term for breeds like the American Pit Bull Terrier, Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and American Bulldog. Originating in the UK, they were bred for bull baiting and later dog fighting. This history shaped their physical and behavioral traits. Known for tenacity, strength, and agility, they need exercise and mental stimulation. Proper training is crucial. Loyal and affectionate when socialized, many are gentle, loving companions. Next, we journey to Japan to discuss the Tosa Inu, also known as the Japanese Tosa or Japanese Mastiff. This is a breed that commands respect through its sheer presence. Developed in the Tosa province, now Kochi Prefecture, in the mid-19th century, the Tosa was bred specifically for dogfighting, a practice that, while controversial, had a different cultural context in Japan at the time. Breeders aim to create a large, powerful and courageous dog by crossing native Shikoku Inu with Western breeds like bulldogs, mastiffs, Great Danes and German pointers. The goal was a dog that fought with silent tenacity and endurance, a true canine gladiator. The Tosa Inu is a truly imposing breed. Males can weigh anywhere from 130 to over 200 pounds, sometimes even more. They are massive, muscular and possess a dignified, almost stoic demeanor. Their temperament is often described as courageous, loyal and protective. With their families, they can be surprisingly gentle and patient, but they are naturally wary of strangers and can be very territorial. This is not a breed for a novice owner. Now we turn our attention to South America, specifically Argentina, the birthplace of the Dogo Argentino. Developed in the 1920s by Dr. Antonio Norris Martinez, this muscular dog was designed for big game hunting. It's also a loyal companion and guardian. Martinez crossed several breeds, including the Cordoba fighting dog, Great Dane, Boxer, Spanish Mastiff, Old English Bulldog, Bull Terrier, Great Pyrenees, Pointer, Irish Wolfhound, and Dogue de Bordeaux. The Dogo Argentino is powerful, athletic, and courageous. Known for stamina and strong prey drive, they have an unwavering determination. Their white coat reflects heat and makes them visible during hunts. Despite being fierce hunters, they are loyal to humans. Properly socialized, they are gentle with family but protective of their territory. Chapter 4. Fila Brasileiro, the unflinching guardian. Our next breed, the Fila Brasileiro, also known as the Brazilian Mastiff, hails from Brazil and carries a formidable reputation. Its history is tied to the early colonial period in Brazil, where it was developed by crossing various European mastiffs, bulldogs and bloodhounds. The colonists needed a versatile working dog capable of herding cattle, hunting large game like jaguar, and perhaps most notably guarding plantations and tracking down runaway slaves. This heritage has instilled in the Fila an incredibly strong guarding instinct and a deep suspicion of strangers, a trait known in Portuguese as ojeriza. Chapter 5. Perro de Presa Canario, the Canary Dog of Prey. The Perro de Presa Canario, often simply called the Presa Canario, originates from the Canary Islands of Spain. Its name translates to Canary Dog of Prey or Canarian Catch Dog. This breed has a history dating back to the 15th or 16th century, developed from Iberian Mastiffs, Perro de Ganado Majorero, and various other Molosser-type dogs brought to the islands by Spanish conquistadors. Their original purpose was multifaceted. They were used for guarding livestock, driving cattle, exterminating wild or stray dogs, and unfortunately, like many powerful breeds of that era, they were also involved in organized dogfighting. This diverse and demanding work shaped a dog of immense strength, courage, and a strong prey drive. The Presa Canario is a large, powerfully built molosser with a broad, brachycephalic head, conveying an impression of great power. Chapter 6. American Bulldog, the versatile farm guardian. Next, we look at the American Bulldog, a breed with deep roots in the history of the American South. Descended from Old English bulldogs brought over by working-class immigrants, these dogs were invaluable on farms and ranches. They were all-purpose working dogs used for catching feral pigs and cattle, guarding property and providing companionship. Unlike their English counterparts, who were later bred more for show, the American Bulldog retained its athleticism, strength and working drive. They needed to be tough, courageous and resilient to survive and thrive in the often harsh conditions of the rural South. American Bulldogs are strong, athletic and muscular dogs, typically larger and more agile than the modern English Bulldog. There are generally two recognized types, the Standard or Scott type, which is more athletic and agile, and the Bully or Johnson type, which is heavier boned and more powerful. And Chapter 7, Boer Boel, the South African farm dog. The Boer Boel, which translates to farmer's dog in Afrikaans, is a large and powerful Mastiff-type breed originating from South Africa. Its lineage is thought to trace back to dogs brought by Dutch, French and British settlers, possibly including Bullenbeiters, Mastiffs and Bulldogs, which then interbred with indigenous African dogs. The Boer Boel was developed by Boer farmers in the 17th century to be an all-around farm dog, capable of protecting the homestead from predators like lions and baboons, tracking game, and serving as a loyal family companion. They needed to be courageous, strong and intelligent to survive and perform their duties in the rugged South African landscape. Boer Boels are imposing dogs, known for their muscular build, blocky heads and confident demeanor. Males can weigh between 150 to 200 pounds. They are agile for their size and possess great strength. Originating from the Sivas province of Turkey, the Kangal Shepherd dog is an ancient livestock guardian breed, renowned for its power, courage and loyalty. For centuries, these dogs have lived alongside shepherds, protecting flocks of sheep and goats from formidable predators such as wolves, bears and jackals. Unlike herding dogs that control the movement of livestock guardians like the Kangal live with the flock, bonding with them and independently defending them against threats. Their development has been shaped by the harsh climate and demanding working conditions of the Anatolian plateau, resulting in a hardy, resilient and formidable protector. The Kangal Shepherd dog is a large, powerfully built dog with a distinctive black mask and ears and a coat that is typically a shade of fawn or dun. They possess incredible strength, agility and speed for their size, allowing them to effectively confront and deter large predators. Their temperament is characterized by a calm, watchful and independent nature. They are fiercely loyal and protective of their flock, which can include their human family, but are generally aloof and reserved with strangers. Now we venture into a category that is often highly controversial and heavily regulated, the wolf dog, also known as a wolf hybrid. This term refers to an animal that is a mix between a domestic dog, Canis lupus familiaris, and one of the subspecies of grey wolf, Canis lupus. The genetic makeup can vary widely from low wolf content to very high wolf content, and this significantly impacts their appearance, behavior, and predictability. People are often drawn to wolf dogs due to their striking, wild appearance and the allure of owning something exotic. However, the reality of living with a wolf dog is far more complex than many anticipate. The characteristics of wolf dogs are incredibly diverse and often unpredictable, even within the same litter. They can inherit traits from both their wolf and dog parentage. Physically, they may resemble wolves with their lean bodies, long legs and piercing eyes, or they might look more like their domestic dog ancestors. Finally, we discuss the bandog or bandog. Historically, bandog referred to a large, powerful guard dog kept chained during the day and released at night. Today, bandog often describes a crossbreed involving Mastiff-type dogs and bull breeds like the American Pit Bull Terrier. The goal is to combine the size and guarding instincts of the Mastiff with the tenacity and athleticism of the bull breeds. Bandogs vary significantly depending on the parent breeds and breeders' goals. Generally, they are large, muscular and athletic dogs, bred for strength, courage and protective instincts. A well-bred bandog can be a loyal and discriminating guardian, devoted to its family. However, they require experienced handling due to their strong prey drive and potential for aggression. So, there you have it. A look at 10 dog breeds, or types that face bans and restrictions around the world. As we've seen, the reasons are complex, often stemming from a combination of the breed's original purpose, its physical capabilities, and unfortunately instances of irresponsible ownership that have led to tragic consequences. It's a difficult subject, and breed-specific legislation remains a highly debated topic. Many believe it unfairly punishes entire breeds and responsible owners, while proponents argue it's a necessary measure for public safety. My own philosophy has always been that it's rarely the dog itself, but the human behind the dog that creates the problem. What's clear is that all dogs, especially powerful breeds with strong instincts, require knowledgeable and responsible owners. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content.